Thank you for signing up to TrackMyStack. I just want to quickly show you within 2 minutes how to track and manage your health, just so you can improve it. So let's go ahead and click on Create a Stack. Let's assume we have ADHD and we just want to track the side effects of it and track our medication intake. So let's just give our stack a little name, ADHD Tracking Stack as an example. We can add that here as well if we'd like, or any other conditions that we may have, just so we can get better recommendations and suggestions for different things down the line. Go ahead and click continue, add a little description to your stack, click next. Let's assume we're taking Adderall for our ADHD. We can add that here. We can add any supplements as well. This is based off of what we think other people may benefit from taking. So these are not recommendations. You can add it if you wish. Let's assume our dose is 100. And we can edit the unit. We can edit the frequency of how often you take the medication per day. You can edit the time and all of that later on. Let's just go ahead and click next. You can enable refill reminders. You can share the stack once it's made with your friends and family, just so they can see your progress, or even your caregiver, and then hit close. Your stack and your care plan is basically generated. We go ahead and tell you some safety recommendations here. Of course, go based on what your care provider has told you. You can go ahead and add your different therapies that you may be taking as well. You can also add physical activity, your exercises. So this is your basic overall plan, and everything on this platform is based around this plan. You can even add nutrition as well. And of course, if you want to enable or disable reminders and add details for your medication, you can do so here. This is the area where you can add reminders. If you enable reminders via the website, you're going to get emails. If you do this on your mobile, they will be in-app or in-app push notifications. Okay, so this is your care plan. You can see your check-ins here down the line, and you can see everything you've modified over time. Moving forward, if you go back to the dashboard, you can create check-in posts. Now here, this will enable you to track your adherence. Every time you take something, just go in here and select what you've taken and how much. You can add a little diary or notes that you would like. Felt nauseous today. And physical activities, you can select it, you can select your daily values, and then you can just go ahead and create a post. Secondly, you will see your list of reminders in the reminder section. You can go into the calendar section, for example. You can see all your active and inactive reminders. Of course, we haven't made a post and haven't been tracking our health, but it would all appear here. You can also go back and see when you've taken a certain supplement, and they will all be listed over here, and then it will be plotted on the calendar itself as well. One more thing, you can see the final reports here once you made a post for different things, and your logs will obviously show up at the bottom as well. If you want your friends or family to stay on track of your health, you can come in here and add them as well. If you enable this feature, they can see your private reports and journals. If you enable this, if you are not adhering to your care plan, they will get an email letting them know that you've kind of stopped taking your medication, in which case they're supposed to get in touch with you and help you get back on track. So these are just some of the features that we have on here. You can go and edit your conditions and symptoms as well. You can find other people that are going through something similar as you, and of course you can see what other people have made. You can learn more about different medications and supplements, and you can also do comparisons between supplements just to see which one you should take. And we also go ahead and use machine learning to recommend supplements based on some of the symptoms that you have. Of course, you need to run that list by your care provider before you assume that it is a professional recommendation which you have to take. If you have any other questions, please feel free to get in touch. Click here, and it'll send us an email. Well, I hope that helps. Thank you so much.